you turn that on.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're getting set up so we can go live here and do a vision board for a little bit with you guys. Talked about vision boards one day randomly, and then had a bunch of like, hey, what do you do for a vision board and what do you put on a vision board? So I thought, why not do a vision board together?
Awesome.
So Josh, have you ever done a vision board?
I have not ever done a vision board.
So what would you expect that a vision board is?
A vision board, just things that you aspire to have or do, like dream type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Clayton.
Oh.
Hey everybody. Yeah, so essentially me and the girls have been doing vision boards for the last few years, and we got just a literal, this year we got these trifold things, and we write the year at the top, and then hey everybody, and then we just write words that are inspirational or you know, things that, places we want to go, things we want to do. So, and I do usually goals for work and goals for the kids, goals for us as a family, goals for me personally. So I think today we're going to do a little, we may not share everything we put on here, obviously, but yeah, like Clayton just said, you manifest. Like if you put it out there, you can manifest anything, and it keeps it in your goal and in your vision. Like me and the girls, when we did our vision boards the other day, I said, you know, girls, I think where we fail is we don't go back to them once a month and look at them. So that way we can work towards specific things that are on there. So I have it on my calendar every first of the month that we're going to go pull out our vision boards and like say, okay, let's work towards this. Or if we want to go to this place, let's schedule and let's book it or whatever.
Yep.
So if you guys have things you think we should put on our vision board, places we should go, cemeteries we should visit, this is work stuff too. So if there's cases you think we should cover or places, especially Michigan, because obviously it's handier.
Yeah.
Tell us so we can write some things, and we're going to start manifesting. So what do you want to do this year?
What do I want to do
together?
This year?
I want to cover the Bath School massacre and go to that cemetery on the anniversary, because supposedly, so there's a school in Michigan that somebody let off this bomb, and killed all these kids, and they're all buried in one cemetery. And supposedly every year on the anniversary, someone goes and puts Matchbox cars on the graves of all the kids.
They do.
That is one thing I want to cover on this channel. I think that would be a fun one to do.
That is cool.
What do you want to do?
What do I want to do?
I like writing random words like love and
I want to
generous, and I want there to be family time.
That's what I was just going to put. Take a family trip.
Probably to Georgia. That is probably where we will go.
That's what I put.
Oh, and yeah, Clayton wants us to go to Austin.
To Austin.
And actually, so Josh's cousin lives in Austin. So we've looked at doing a trip to Austin, like a long weekend. We got to figure it out with.
Yep. And I've been wanting to get down there and see my cousin anyway. So
days off and stuff. And I already have a video I want to do for Carrie the Mortician channel down there. So yeah, Austin. Why don't we write it on the board? Austin, Texas.
Here, I'm going to put.
We're going to put for hunt together.
Awesome. Yep.
At least once on a nice warm,
You gotta
beautiful,
go
crisp
early
fall
season.
day
Gotta go
that I
early
can
season.
sit and,
Yep. Gotta go
not
early season.
freeze. I can't do that.
Yep.
Can't do the cold. I'm not a cold. Start or buy a business. Okay.
What kind of business? I don't know. We've talked about a few, but
Yeah. Dreaming.
that's why I'm leaving it open in general.
Dream. I also want to go to North Carolina together because there's so many stuff to do business wise there and people to visit. Lisa. And yeah, do a out of state hunt. Man.
Yeah, I would love to.
You would not want to do that at all, would you?
Oh yeah, right. Right. Yeah, it's just not going to be this next year, I don't think. But oh yeah, eventually. I want to elk hunt. I want to moose hunt. All with my bow. No firearms for me. But
we're going to do some consistent date nights.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good thing.
So this is actually our date night. Thanks for joining us, guys. Yeah, we decided, I saw a thing on, I think it was on TikTok or something, and these people do 2 date nights a month, and they take turns, like who plans it, but one date is out and one date is at home. And so we said, all right, that's what we're going to do. So at least each month we have 2 nights that each of us has planned, or one night that each of us has planned something. It doesn't seem like a lot, but when you've got the kids and work and going between 2 houses and logistically things don't add up always. I know you guys know if you get into relationships and stuff, it can be challenging logistically. Is that a word?
Yes, it is.
Do more videos and film more.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys would agree.
Yep, we need to do more.
Yeah, we need to make a good list. And I said, Brayden really likes doing the videos.
Yeah, yeah, he does. He wants to be part of it now.
He thinks it's fun, and so we need to do some like little, even just within an hour of the house. There's some pretty cool. There's some pretty cool cemeteries. There's one where a bunch of magicians are buried.
Yep.
In Colon.
It's down in Colon,
Michigan.
That's the magic capital of the world.
Yep. I am going to put on here some musical notes. Learn instruments. So we were hanging out with some of our good friends, Beth and Ryan, and they've been learning guitar and stuff. And we hung out one night just randomly, and it was so fun because they were playing guitars, and then Josh started playing a little what he knows of the guitar. So we have since.
I used to play. I'm super rusty. So.
Well, and his family's super musical, and so his mom, he went and got a guitar, and now we have a keyboard at his house from his mom, and I can play a little piano from back when I was in band and did I played the xylophone and I played the baritone saxophone. I mean, I was musical for a hot minute.
Heck yeah.
I think that would be fun.
That would be fun.
What else do you want? Do you have dreams?
I don't know.
What do you dream? Makes me think of Pretty Woman. What's your dream?
I don't know. Like I told you, once we sit down to do this, I'm gonna go blank, and I don't know. Kind of am. I can think of a million things when I'm not trying to. So.
What do you want to do together this year?
Well, you've kind of hit on some of it. So a lot
Dates
of the things.
And family. What cemetery?
What cemetery do I want to go to? Heck, I don't know. I've been to all of them around here.
I know, but not in the same way.
No, I don't know. Probably. Oh, that's a good question.
We could go. You could go with me to the oldest crematory in America.
Ooh, that would be cool. That'd be neat. Yep, I like that idea because that's something interesting.
Celebrate birthdays all together.
Yeah, you didn't get a celebration for your birthday last year.
No, I got forgotten. That happened. So me and the girls have birthdays that are all within 10 days,
Oh, that's
and Father's Day is in there. So you get through 2 birthdays, Father's Day, and then you get to me, and it's like, yeah. And then 4th of July is the next week. So I often get a little skipped over. So I feel like it was like a week or 2 after my birthday. I finally was like, you know what? I have always said you should always eat cake on your birthday, and I didn't even have cake on my birthday. It was sad. So,
Yeah, and I'm a terrible boyfriend for allowing
hey
that.
Becky. And so I went and like got cake, and I just,
See,
that's nice. I just sat and ate cake because well, it seemed nice to do.
and because you can
I want to go on a dive bar
tour.
tour. We talk about doing I used to host a beer Olympics and love doing that, so hoping to do that this next year. And then also like a one and done dive bar where you hit like 4 or 5 dive bars over the course of like 5 hours. You go, you're at one for an hour or whatever. You get one drink, you get a bus. So you have a bus that drops you all back where all your houses are. And it works perfectly kind of where Josh lives on a lake with a lot of his friends here. So nobody's driving ever.
No, but then there's a bunch of dive bars around this area.
Yeah. We went,
All the small towns, even in the bigger town that we live by.
it's just kind of fun.
It is.
It's kind of fun. Go to a concert together.
Mm-hmm.
So he likes music that's a little different than me.
Yeah, but we'll find something that you like, and I'll go. I like all kinds of music. I just have a certain type that's my favorite. But you know me, I listen to all kinds of stuff.
It's not my favorite.
Carrie doesn't like heavy metal. I like heavy metal.
I like it too. I would like Metallica I would go to, but Tool, I'm good.
Look at Clayton said there's a lot of fun things. Yeah, and actually we were talking about going to famous graves, and one of the graves I want to go visit is from a metal group, 2 brothers that died, the Abbott brothers from Pantera. They're buried down there. They're close to Dallas somewhere.
They were in Dallas because we looked to see how far from Austin they were, and it was a ways.
Yeah.
It was a little ways, but yeah, that's a video that we're gonna do is like the graves that we like, famous graves we want to go to.
Yep.
Famous haunted places we want to go to, and then like 3 bucket list things we want to do.
I'm giggling because when you mentioned that to Braden, and he said haunted places, he looked at me, he goes, I don't want to go to any haunted places.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
It was funny.
Yeah, he would run, which would be kind of fun. I think that would be fun to do. Oh yeah, baby. Sure are.
That's the backup beeper on the Amazon truck. It sounds like a duck. I don't know if they can hear
that up?
It's right outside of our sliding door.
That is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to go to New Mexico hopefully to visit Parting Stones. Google it. The coolest thing. And looked up like famous graves in New Mexico because I've never even thought of going to New Mexico in my life.
Yeah, Clayton's right. It's Arlington.
And hey, Angela.
Yep, Dimebag Daryl, brother. You got it.
And the most famous out there was Billy the Kid, but he was like a 3-hour drive from where I'm going to be. So, because I do love the Billy the Kid stuff. I mean, you and I both watched what are the shows? Young Guns and
Tombstone.
Tombstone's not Billy the Kid.
No, but I like all those. Yeah, Young Guns is cool. Emilio Estevez is as good as Billy.
Yeah, you do like Tombstone.
Tombstone's the best. Mm-hmm.
So last year for Josh's birthday, not this last year, our first birthday of his together, I rented a movie theater. So like it's stupid cheap for what I thought it would be. It was like $60 to rent a movie theater.
It was fun.
But you could only bring 15 people and you could bring any movie you wanted, but it had to be under 2 hours. It was a total surprise to him. I had, however many of his friends come in.
It was awesome.
And we got there and he's like, okay, we're going to see a movie. all right. And I was like, okay, here's what you get to pick from. And I had brought like 6 movies that he could choose from. And unfortunately, we couldn't do Tombstone because it's like 2 hours and 14 minutes. So it was too long. We ended up watching
Grandma's Boy. It was either going to be Grandma's Boy or Step Brothers, just because all my friends were there. And those are 2 of my favorites. I love stupid juvenile humor. So that's about my speed.
It was fun. It's fun just to have a movie theater to yourself where if
neat.
you want to comment to your friend about the movie or whatever. So it's like, man, how many cool things could you do? Like a chick flick night where you bring a movie from so long ago you never would have seen on a movie theater and you actually get to watch it up on the screen. That's super fun.
Yep, it was fun. It was a good time.
All right. You need to dream bigger here.
I know.
Come on.
I know.
Come on. So the Bath School Massacre Cemetery I want to go to just because that's kind of like a big deal. If you guys don't know about that, you can Google a little ahead. But I'm hoping that we can do a video on it. I think March. It's March or April, I believe, is the anniversary of that.
Yep.
I believe is the anniversary.
I think you're right.
I'd like to cook more.
Cook more.
Like
Cook more what?
More like meals, not like no meth or anything. Like cook more.
I didn't say that.
Cook meals because I like making meals and I like being in the kitchen and stuff. Yeah. And we don't cook enough. I think by the time we both get home from work, we're like,
you've already got me cooking more than I ever have in my life, and you know that's true.
We tried to do HelloFresh for a while, and it's really expensive for what it is. And I'm like, I can buy ingredients and make something like this. I can do this.
It was fun because my son was cooking us meals, though.
He liked it. He liked reading through the recipe and making the stuff, even though he doesn't eat half the stuff. He's such a picky eater, but that's okay. That's okay. But I do like making like actual fun meals. It's cool. What do you guys think we should put on a vision board? What would you guys put on vision boards? We're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. We got a few.
So it's fun. Mine at home is ridiculous. I have like over 50 things on it. It's super packed with stuff, which I love. It's just kind of fun and I like the decorating more than anything. And it was fun. I mean, me and the girls sat for over an hour doing ours the other day and like just, I don't know, giggling, laughing, dreaming.
Have idea on things to make from deer antlers. Ooh, I'll show you guys something made from deer antlers.
Ooh, candlesticks.
That's cool. I know a guy that my grandparents knew real well. This is a fire poker set, and it's made out of antlers. The base of it is antlers.
That's weird. Why is that like that?
Because it's an eagle's face. So it's the beak of the eagle. See, like up here.
Oh.
See it?
Oh. I don't
Same
think
thing.
I've ever noticed that before.
Same thing, yeah. But they're all the handles and the stand itself is made out of it's eagle's faces, but it's made out of deer antler. And then I've got a knife set over there too. That's steak knife set. That's the same thing. It's the handles and the holder and stuff is all deer antler.
I would love to do like crafts out of sheds, like I said in the shed hunting video where we found no sheds. But that
we'll go back out.
I have ideas and I've got Pinterested stuff, obviously, and thoughts of things that I could make for Josh's house because I like doing that kind of stuff. And
see, look, I'll show this off to him. Hold on.
What?
Hold on, I have to walk in front of the camera. This is my favorite thing that has ever been made out of deer antlers. Ooh.
Do you see like an increased excitement about him when he starts talking about deer stuff?
It's an inverted antler, but it's carved, got an eagle's face carved in it, and then these are steak knives. And they've also got eagle's faces carved into them. Yep. Cool. Yeah, I get fired up about goofy stuff like that. A boat? What about a boat?
A boat.
Okay.
Clayton says we need to manifest. So.
All right.
Clayton says we need to manifest. So.
All right. Well, boat. Heck,
Save X amount of money.
Ooh, yeah. Save more cash for sure.
Mm.
Yep. That's a good one.
Ooh, what is going on with that video? That just went crazy. This is Josh's house. That's why there's deer antlers on the back wall. Are those behind me or you? Oh, they're behind you.
They're
Like
behind
you.
me. I'll move. Yeah.
No, he doesn't use the steak knives. I have
No.
never noticed him use the steak knives ever. Like ever.
No.
Could you and the boys do a follow-up of the Idaho college murders? Maybe. I don't know if there's much for us. Like, the case itself is fascinating, but that's not what we talk about. We don't really talk, me and the boys on my channel, about the case. We talk about the bodies and the condition of the bodies. And I think we've already done like stabbing victims and things like that. So I don't know if there's much else we could share in terms of that, because we don't talk about the case. The case, though, itself is fascinating. Like, coming up with, like, if this guy did it, why? Like, what was the deciding factor? Why did he leave 2 people alive and kill 4 of them? Like, so many thoughts on this. So many thoughts. And I love psychology of serial killers and that kind of a mind. I always loved getting books about serial killers and just kind of reading. I just think there's something so calm and methodical, but crazy about that kind of a mind. I don't know.
Definitely crazy.
Yeah. But in a rational, weird place.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a camping trip.
Ooh.
We could camp. The girls want to go camping, actually.
We'll take the girls camping.
The girls would go camping. Maybe glamping. I don't know.
Glamping. All right.
I could do some glamping. We're too old to lay on the ground. Like, I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I'll do some, like, get a campsite with a trailer thing. Get a side-by-side.
Yeah, well, you said boat, so I'm thinking toys. Okay. I got you.
We need some land. You put down buy hunting land.
Yep.
So we'll just put down property in general.
Yeah. Property. Ooh, and I want you and the girls to go with us up to the cabin, to the family.
Oh, yeah. Uda. Just put Uda. Karen, I know we're not that old, but oh my gosh, I can't imagine sleeping on the ground. Like, we get out of bed in the morning from sleeping in a nice bed, and it's like,
oh. I mean, I'll do it, but yeah, I really don't want to. My back is torture anymore.
I love when you guys give us ideas. See, you giving ideas helps us come up with things. Because it is hard to think. And I put so much on mine that I don't want to put on this, just because they're my personal. Like, us together, obviously, I want to grow our love.
I'm not laughing because it's funny. It's just
our
funny
love.
that. Oh.
Like a fern, a love fern.
Oh, we have to water it then.
Don't let our love fern die.
Our love fern.
It's from the movie.
Oh my god.
Put cots and air mattresses. That seems like too much work for hunting or for
camping. No, it's not that big.
Just the tent alone, it seems aggressive to me. Bow and arrow maker measured up for Josh Tripp. Margaret, what do you mean by that? Bow and arrows maker measured up for Josh Tripp. Yeah, rent a motorhome. I'm down with that. I kind of like where you pay somebody to bring the motorhome out. They set it up. You just show up to the campsite.
We're not gonna do that.
Use it.
I will,
and then go home.
I will set it up. There's no worries there.
We like to think we work well as a couple. We were talking about it the other day, and we're like,
we do.
We have had moments, but I don't think over something. We listen.
Not yet. I'll make you mad eventually.
I mean, he's made me mad, but we don't argue. It's not arguing.
No, we don't. I think cooler heads prevail.
Well, I think at this point, once you've gone through some
That's what I was
bad
gonna say. We've
relationships
both
or
been through enough.
relationships that didn't work,
Yeah.
then you realize that you are part of the problem too.
Right. It's not just the
and
other
what
person.
you've done didn't get you anywhere.
Yeah.
So don't repeat it.
Yep.
Breaking a lot of bad habits and calling each other out on some stuff. And
yeah,
it's been kind of hard, but
it's hard, but it's been good for both of us.
This week's 600 days of dating.
Carrie keeps track of days, hours, minutes, seconds.
I know, I'm not that
I love you.
But
That's
I
funny.
do appreciate the days and the good days and
That's funny.
all of that. So
that is funny.
Have our own forest.
Wow.
That would be kind of fun.
That would be cool.
Ooh, go to Point Pelee? Is it Pelee? Pelee? I don't know how to pronounce that. It's at the most southern tip in Ontario.
Huh.
Visit Yellowstone. I want to go to Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon. And I really would like to go to the UP. Which way does Michigan face?
Yeah.
If I draw it. Does the thumb come off here or the thumb comes
This
no,
way.
it goes that way.
It's this way.
So if you live in Michigan, you can only associate the state by
the mitten. And then the UP is above it. Yeah. That's pretty close. Good job.
Look, you guys see my Michigan? Right there in the middle.
Good job. Good job.
Oh my gosh.
Good job.
Maine is so pretty. I took the girls to Maine before and it was like off season. It was pretty fun. Yeah, picking your battles, right? Picking your battles.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Making multiple diverse passive income. Learn to ride a horse. Learn to ride a horse. I'm good with that. Go line dancing. Would you ever go line dancing?
Well, sure. Do the boot scoot boogie. Sure. I'd give it a whirl.
I want to take our CPL class together.
Yep, we need to do that.
CPL class.
Yep.
And it's not that I want to carry a weapon, but just want to be more comfortable around guns in general.
It's good for you.
There's hunting rifles, to go hunting, and I don't know, I just would like to be more comfortable around guns.
And I've taken my class twice and never got my CPO just because I
Why?
didn't.
Did you fail it?
No,
Is
I
it
passed.
a pass-fail?
I passed it. I just didn't follow through with getting it to carry.
Oh my gosh, Aunt Josie, that story is wild. So Aunt Josie said, can me and the boys do a story on the man that hung in a collapsed Hard Rock Cafe for 6 months before they could remove his body? And I still think this is the most insane thing.
What?
So the building kind of collapsed and he was stuck in the middle and he was hanging dead because he'd been killed and they couldn't remove his body because it was too dangerous to get him out or something. I just can't imagine as that family, knowing your loved one is there, like, do you go sit by the building waiting?
That's crazy.
Like, the whole thing is just...
I never heard of that.
How could they not? With our tech...
Which Hard Rock Cafe was it?
I feel like it was like Louisiana or something. I'll have to look the story up again and show
That's
Josh.
crazy.
But, yeah, it was a crazy...
That is crazy.
Coming to Springfield, Illinois to Lincoln's Tomb. I do want to go there. I was reading about it the other day. I had never even thought, like, where is Lincoln buried? And then got reading about it and how they moved his body and it was in the holding tomb for forever. And then he finally was buried with his kids and stuff. And it is quite fascinating. I will put that on my list here. Lincoln Tomb.
Linda says, come to the Smokies in Tennessee. Been there lots of times. That's one of my favorite places. I've got family in Northeast Georgia, just over the border from Chattanooga. And a lot of family from Middle Tennessee.
Get matching tattoos.
Right.
Well, what should we get, though, to match? I don't know if there's anything we would agree on to get.
Yeah, I'm not getting any flowers or anything.
I'm not really a flowery
I know,
sort
I'm just
of
messing with you.
person. We
Yeah, I
have
don't know.
our
We
we
have
have
to
our
find.
bow and arrow.
Yeah, we'd have to find
You guys
something.
know that.
Yeah, we'd have to
Then
find
we're on the
something.
wrong side. So we've
but-
got a bow and arrow,
Yeah.
which individually means something to us, but then you put it together and
Yeah,
it goes together.
it does go together.
So we should do a meet and greet. We could do a meet and greet at Lincoln's Tomb tour or something.
That'd be cool. It'd be fun.
What do you guys think about that? It's not that far away.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun. So on our shed hunting, I'm going to put down here, find a shed, because then maybe I will.
Yeah.
We found no sheds, but we did find 2 skulls.
Yep.
And one was just a little, it was obviously a baby and was pretty broken.
It's been
So
there for a while.
they're gonna break apart more because they're so much thinner. And
Well, the thing is, once that bone lays there, the squirrels will chew on that. They do that for their teeth and everything else. They're just attracted to it. Chew on that, the antlers, a skull, anything like that. So if it's out there for more than a year and the critters find it, they chew on it. But we found another one, well, Carrie found it, that had the antlers cut out of the skull itself.
like with the saw.
With a saw, you could see it. So, but it'd been there for a while.
Yeah, so we tried to ruminate over how did this skull, because there's no other bones around, which animals and
Right, but
everything could have dragged it from anywhere.
Well, but my first thought is somebody's poaching deer off my property, and the west border of my property is a main 2-lane highway, so a lot of deer get hit right there. So anything could have happened. I mean, who knows?
Well, and yeah, and there was some blood staining on the skull, which would indicate kind of that there was maybe some trauma before it actually died
so
and it
maybe
had
it got a car
bled.
hit,
But it's kind of weird to see this perfectly cut out.
When she picked it up, I went, huh? Somebody
That's
cut the antlers off it.
interesting.
What?
And I'm like, who finds a deer and cuts off the antlers and then takes them home? Like,
A lot of people.
I get if you are going to do like a craft,
A
but
lot of people.
do people take it home and hang it on their wall acting like they shot it? And he's like, if it was a cool enough and unique enough rack, I
People
would do
will.
that. And I was like, that seems weird.
On your barn, but a lot of people do that because they make stuff out of the antlers, you know. So
I just would feel bad coming upon a poor dead deer and cutting apart its head
it's dead.
and then leaving it. I just
It's
think
dead.
that seems weird.
Yeah, but I mean, the meat's spoiled if it'd been sitting there for any amount of time, and the critters
you're
get
not
at
going
it.
to know how long it's been.
It's going to go back into nature. The animals are going to eat it. The coyotes, the birds, they eat it.
Hey, Sean, Riley, and Lansing, you're so close to us right now. That's crazy.
Huh.
No, I'm not saying we want to just stay in the U.S. I think there's so many places in the U.S. we want to go. Whoop!
Easy.
In the U.S. we want to go before we go out of the country and stuff. Josh has to get his passport too.
Yeah, I've been to Canada before you had to have a passport. Just go up there for hockey. But, yep.
All right, we need just 2 or 3 more, and then we're going to go have our date night.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to make nachos tonight because we kind of like nachos a little bit. And we've been watching our 80s TV shows. Well, we started watching Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
Obsessed with this. I could literally lay here for 3 days and watch Charlie's Angel all day long and not get bored because, well, I might get bored. But there is something about it. And it's fun to make fun of it. We saw an episode with Tom Selleck before he was ever Magnum.
Pre-mustache.
Pre-mustache. Yeah, naked lips. Tom
Pre-mustache.
Selleck. Total foxy back then too. He was just, I think we saw a picture of him the other day where he was in the service.
Yep.
I can't remember.
It was 3 years before that
and it
episode.
was just 3 years before the episode. So it was when he was brand new acting.
He was a hunk of burning love.
He was pretty foxy. He's still pretty foxy. I don't care what anybody
Yeah,
says.
his shorts were always too short though.
Yeah, well, that was the style. Cave Hill Cemetery in Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, that's cool.
Cave Hill would be fun. Muhammad Ali is buried there, and there's a bunch of people buried in Cave Hill. It's kind of a fun town too. good fireworks show. My dad had a rack hanging in the living room, put his caps on it. That's fun.
That's funny. I got a full shoulder mount in my bedroom, and Carrie hangs her clothes from it sometimes.
I do not. Oh, the other day, my fancy dress, my sparkly dress, I like hung it up there.
Hung it
The
on
next
his antlers,
morning
yeah.
and stuff, I was like, just, you know, getting all my stuff packed up. And I was like, should I leave my dress here? And he's like, Charlie's Angels was good before they brought in a kid sister character. Yeah, that'll happen because Farrah Fawcett left and supposedly broke her contract. So whenever we watch these, I pull up imdb.com and have to read all of the background notes so that we can learn about what we're watching.
Yep.
I like behind, I don't know, I like tidbits of information about everything. So Wikipedia. My goal is to be on Wikipedia. Can Carrie the Mortician be a Wikipedia
A
thing?
Wikipedia fact.
Can that happen?
It can.
I don't think
I think
I'm
it can.
enough of anything to do that, but that would
I
be
think
kinda...
it can.
Oh my gosh, Carrie, you are so yes. Tom Selleck, Mark Harmon, Sam Elliott. That is a trifecta of silver foxes right there. That's pretty nice. Not gonna lie. Colonel Sanders is buried in K-Phil. Okay, you have to come up with one more really good one. Photograph a Sasquatch.
Yeah. If we're dreaming big, I want to be the first one to photograph a Sasquatch. Then that'll solve your money problems too, because if you get a legit picture of a Sasquatch, come on, man.
All right.
Ooh.
And you go to British Columbia. See, he's got Canadianness on his thing.
Yep, I just want to see British Columbia. I thought it'd be cool.
Yeah.
It's different.
Well, and Cheryl Ladd. Farrah's good. I've never really watched Farrah. We've realized they didn't use bras back then very much at all.
No, not at all.
And Sabrina Duncan wears a lot of, Kate Jackson wears a lot of turtlenecks.
Yeah, well, the style back in the 70s was not up to point.
I doubt that'll be this year. We got to figure out how we can actually live in the same space.
Yeah.
Even though there's a lot of people that don't.
Right.
And that get married and don't live in the same place. And that's all right. Is it Leah? There's a girl on TikTok that I don't know how she came across my stuff. Her name's Leah, and she's engaged to a guy, and their plan when they get married, they're not going to live in the same state even for a while because they both have kids with somebody else. They want to be together, but yet how can you be when you have kids in other states? You can't uproot everybody and bring them together when you have two families in one place to take care of these kids. It's hard. So if we can figure all those logistics out, maybe we can move towards something.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We're making
headway.
Baby steps. I feel like, you take a couple steps forward and then you fall back a little and then steps forward and fall back. And it's all right.
We're getting there.
It's okay. Oh, Golden Girl kick.
Golden Girls. That's a good one.
I'd be happy. I like that one. That'll be a yellow one.
Heck yeah. Yep. Just be happy.
Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. I remember when, is it Bobby McFerrin?
Yep.
And he was on the Mickey Mouse Club when they did the reboot back in the day. I would watch that thing every day after school. Let's talk 80s TV shows from I watched when I was in the 80s. We've got Kids Incorporated, Mickey Mouse Club, so many. Kid Video. I pulled that up the other day, which was a Saturday morning show.
I didn't remember that one.
The WWE wrestler one, the Hulk Hogan, the cartoon. We've talked about that with the guy that eats spaghettis and has all the rubber bands on his ears.
Yeah, that's Captain Lou Albano. Heck yeah.
I had no idea, but
Captain
I used to watch all that.
Oh, yeah.
We went to WWE with his
Stephanie Knight Rider. I turned Carrie on to Knight Rider, and you got Night Court. That's one of my favorites.
Did you even know how Knight Rider started? Oh my gosh, that's been the best part of watching some of these first episodes is seeing how the arc of the story starts, how these characters.
And I've forgotten most of them, even though I used to watch them.
So it starts with this cat guy, and he gets in this gun battle, and you're like, what does this have to do with anything? And then he has to have this major surgery, and when they bandage him, he's David Hasselhoff.
Oh,
What?
he's the Hoff.
It's his new face, and then he gets the kit car, and oh my gosh, like
It was before he ever put on a bathing suit.
it was crazy. Punky Brewster, we have seasons of Punky Brewster. My girls love it. I need to actually get them more seasons because they haven't even seen where they have the treehouse in the backyard yet. MacGyver, yeah, that was
The A-Team. We watched the pilot episode of the A-Team the other
Miami
day.
Vice. We watched some episodes of Bodyguard.
Don't know that one.
Like the movie? With
Empty
that
Nest. That was
80s.
a good one.
Small Wonder. Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
Chips. We've been watching
We
that.
did watch a couple.
Heck yeah.
The Facts of Life. Empty Nest. So we saw the guy from Empty Nest was on.
Yep.
And his big funky teeth.
He was on, what was he on? Charlie's Angels.
He was on Charlie's Angels, like episode 2 or something.
I can't think of his name right now, but yeah.
Adam 12. Is that? Can't
That's
be 80s.
old.
That's like 70s,
That's
60s.
70s,
I feel like my dad watched that when he was younger. MASH was great. Facts of Life. I love Facts of Life. Hogan's Heroes. That's even back before. That's like 60s, isn't
Yeah,
it?
70s, 60s. Hogan's Heroes was 70s, I think.
That's a case that the guy from Hogan's Hero, his death is something you guys have asked me to cover in one of our Beer with the Boys videos, but it doesn't really fall under it, but is a mysterious death to like look into, actually. Saved by the Bell, Seventh Heaven.
Heck yeah.
I dated a guy who had a Knight Rider car. He turned into a big nightmare.
Sorry to hear that.
Did you get Andy Pandy in USA? You're too young, I think. No, we did not.
No.
The Hoff used to be on Young and Restless when it started. You know, if you look
I
at
didn't
some
know
of
that.
these like guys, they were really the tall, dark, handsome. I mean, look at Magnum, look at David Hasselhoff. They are very big, foreboding men that they were quite the come in and rescue me sort of men kind of thing. But Elf. Yeah, see, you're talking about 80s shows, and it is so fun to think about. We sat one day, Scarecrow Mrs. King, and like all these ones that we haven't even got to. I'm stuck on Charlie's Angels. We're going to be here a while because I don't really want to go off at Charlie's Angels because it's so good.
Yep.
So I think we're good. We've got a good start here to our list. This is good. Murder, She Wrote. Yes, love Murder, She Wrote.
Cool.
Hunter. Yep, we watched some Hunter.
Yep.
Life Goes On. That was a good one. Dallas. Never got into that. A little too drama-y for me, but it was fun. So we'll probably, hopefully we can work in a cemetery soon, but man, it is the weather. Like today it's pouring down rain. So yesterday was actually a beautiful day and we went shed hunting instead of cemeteries. So that is what it is. But yeah, hopefully we'll have some cemetery something coming up here to do. And yeah, thanks for sticking with us. And
thanks, guys.
As the channel just is what it is, and it's really here for us to kind of share about our lives and let you guys get to know me a little more from my Carrie the Mortician channel, but also get to know Josh and us as we are doing this whole crazy living thing, I guess.
What we're doing.
What are we doing?
But we will try to put more content up, though. That's a goal.
It's always a goal. Always a goal. More than just like me walking through the woods with my nose
looking for me going, babe, where are you?
Yeah, he goes, I circled. Yeah, the one when I was like, I've lost him, he literally went and circled way out. And I thought he was this way and he was completely that way. I had no idea what was going on. None. But
we found each other. It's fine.
Yeah, we're going to do date night. Gonna make nachos. Gonna hang out. Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Mwah! We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye.